You are doing well and having a great day today. I am excited to be back with calendar time. So here we go. Let's get started. I hope you're enjoying our new calendar. The purple color makes me think of spring flowers and it just makes me happy. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's look at our days of the week. I know yesterday was Monday, and if I remember that yesterday's Monday, that can help me to figure out what day it is today. So I want you to look at the list of days. Can you tell me what day it is today? What do you think? Right, today is Tuesday. There it is. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesday starts with the capital letter T, and it makes the sound t, t for Tuesday. Okay. All right. Now, since it's spring, we're saying spring has sprung, and I want you to make your body grow like a flower or a tree. So you could start sitting or squatting down, and then I want you to very slowly rise your body up, stand up, and stretch out your arms like limbs or branches on a tree. Okay? So get ready to sing. Here we go. Spring has sprung. 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 Okay, good job, everybody. Let's see here. Now we're going to go to our new month of April, and we've only had a few days in this new month so far. So let's look at our calendar. You remember the yellow boxes, those days were special days. So when we look back at the first week of April on 1, 2, and 3, those dates, we had spring break last week. So you didn't have any schoolwork to do, and you had a chance to just kind of relax and not worry about school and all that good stuff. So I hope you had a good time and a good spring break. And we have a few other yellow days, so let's look at those. Next week on Sunday will be Easter. So we have a little chickadee there that's popped out of his egg. We're going to be doing some Easter activities this week on YouTube. So hopefully you can go over and look and see what we're doing. And I've also added some new spring songs, which will be really fun. We'll do those at the end of calendar today. We also have a special day coming up next Friday, and that is Rainan's birthday. So that's exciting too. And we'll make sure we recognize him on calendar on that day. All right, so we're going to count our days so far, for the month of April. And I want you to look up here at the word April. What does April start with? It starts with the letter A. So this is one of those times when A says its name. It says April. It does not say April. That would be silly, right? April. And it always starts with a capital letter because it is a name. The other letters in the word are lowercase letters. Okay, let's count the days in April. Count with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and today is the 7th day of April. So the date today is Tuesday, April the 7th. Tuesday, April the 7th. Okay, great job, friends. Now, let's look at that number of the day, 7. Here it is. We're going to draw it in the air. So I want you to take out your magic pencil. Today, let's let it be green for spring. I love that color for spring. Get out your green. Let's make it a paintbrush. And we're going to draw the letter 7 in the air. We start right here at the top, and we draw a straight line across. And then we're going to draw a diagonal line down to touch the floor. Okay, let's do it again. Start up here at the top. We do a straight line across and then a diagonal line down to the floor. Great job. All right, let's stand up. We're going to sing our months of the year song. And as we talked about yesterday, this is our new month, April, and April is the 4th month of the year. So let's count the months so far. We've had January, that's 1. February was 2. March was 3. And now April is 4. It is the 4th month of the year. So stand up, sing with me our month song. January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. All right, now it's time for us to check the weather. This is our weather graph that we just started yesterday. And remember, we always start a new graph every month. So this is April's new graph. So there's not much on the graph right now, just because we just started April. So I'm going to go look out my window, and I want you to go look out your window too while we sing the weather song. What is the weather? What is the weather today? All right, so I am wondering what the weather is like at your house right now. It may be a little different than the weather at my house. At my house right now, it is rainy outside, which is a little sad because we've had so much rain, but it's also happy because rain helps all the plants that are outside to grow big and strong. So the trees are growing today and the flowers are growing and they're just taking in all that water. It's giving them a nice big drink. It's wonderful for them. So that's a happy thing because we love for our plants to grow and be strong and healthy. All right, now this is something new that I've added today. This is a new graph. I want you to look up here at the title with me. It's called Flowers Data. That means that this is a way to record, just like we do our weather, this is a way to record different kinds of flowers. And for this chart, these are my family's favorite kinds of flowers. I asked my family members what their favorite flowers were. And then I use this graph to show how many liked which flower. So for example, daisy, a daisy is my mom's favorite flower. She loves daisies more than anything. So I put one daisy for my mom. And then my sister also loves daisies. So I have another one for my sister. So that's two people in my family who like daisies. And you can look over here at the number 2 to help keep track of all those pictures, because for some of these, like rose, we have a lot of people here who like roses. So let's count and see how many people in my family like roses. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we can count those pictures, or we can just go to the top of the row, the very highest picture, and then take our finger and draw a line over here, and we can see that that's 4 people who liked roses. Okay? How many people liked marigolds? That's this next one, marigold. Right, only one person liked marigolds the best. What about sunflowers? Okay, there are 3 people who like sunflowers. 1, 2, 3. And when I look over here, I can see the number 3 to help me remember that. And then lastly, we have violets. A lot of people like violets. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people like violets. We can look over here and see our number. So every day this week in calendar, I'm going to be asking you some problems, some questions about this graph, like which one is more, which one is less, how many like this. So we're going to be doing some more of these graphing problems. All right, let's look at our next slide. Oh yeah, so we're going to do a little more math. This is called compare objects. So what we're going to do for this, I want you to look at these 2 pictures that I have here. So I have a cowboy boot and I have a toy dinosaur. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions about these, and I want you to be thinking about if you could hold a cowboy boot or if you could hold a toy dinosaur, what would it feel like? Which one would be biggest or smallest? Which one is the tallest or shortest? Which one is the heaviest or the lightest? Okay, so I want you to think about that for just a minute, and I'm going to ask you the questions that I've got over here, and then I'm going to show you the picture to show you the answer. But I want you to give it your best guess before I show you the answer. Okay, so this sentence says, which object is heavier? Rub your chin to think about it. Do you think the cowboy boot is heavier or the dinosaur is heavier? The cowboy boot is heavier. Yes. So this is, I know, it's a little hard to do using just your imagination. If we were in the classroom, I would have a real cowboy boot and a real toy dinosaur so you could feel of them. Maybe today at your house, you can go looking for some objects and find something that's heavier than something else by feeling of both of them. How would you know if something is heavier? All you have to do is pick it up. If you pick it up and you feel it and you see how much it weighs, and then you pick up something else, you're comparing objects. So if I pick up the boot and I say, oh, it's pretty heavy, and then I pick up the dinosaur and it's not as heavy, then I know the heaviest one is the cowboy boot. Let's look at our next question. Which object is smaller? Okay. What do you think? Which object is smaller? Right. The toy dinosaur is probably smaller. I know there are some big dinosaurs out there. So if you said that the boot is smaller, that would be okay too. But I was also just looking at these pictures, and I think that the toy dinosaur is a little bit smaller than the boot is. All right, let's read our last one. Which object is longest? Okay, longest. We use that word when we are measuring how high something is. Okay, so I could also say which object is the tallest, and that would mean the same thing. So what do you think? Which object is tallest? Right, the cowboy boot. I'm sorry that gets in our way down here. The cowboy boot is taller than the toy dinosaur. Great job. Okay, my little friends, we are going to have a wiggle break. And the good news is that I have some new songs that I've put up here for spring. My favorite one is called Good Morning Little Bluebird. And when you sing it, it's going to talk about it's going to talk about bluebirds and about rain falling and sunshine. And I would love for you to maybe do some hand motions. And I may make a YouTube video where I can have my daughter do hand motions for you so you can see what I'm thinking about. But if you want to think of some cool dance moves that you can do with this song, I think that would be awesome. So let's stand up. I want you to get some wiggles out of your body. And we're going to listen to Good Morning Little Bluebird. Little bluebird, bluebird, good morning, little bluebird. So glad to see you. Good morning to the flowers, the flowers, the flowers. Good morning to the flowers. So glad to see you. Good morning to the raindrops, the raindrops. Okay, I hope that you really like that song. I thought it was pretty cool. So, tomorrow we'll do The Gardener. That's the other new song that I've got for you guys, and I'm hoping to have some more recorded soon. Okay, now let's look for our learning goals for this week. Your choice board is very important, and I want you to do those things on your choice board because that is what everybody is supposed to do. I have added some other things, but these you don't have to do them. But if you would like to do them, if you need something to keep you from being bored, or if you're just curious about things like I am and you just want to go on a rock hunt, that's what this is for. Okay. So, the number one thing I want you to make sure you do every single day is reading. You need to read for at least 20 minutes. You don't have to read for 20 minutes at one time. You could just read for 10 minutes like we do at school, maybe 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the afternoon, and there's your reading for the day. Or if you're like me, maybe you like to read a book right before you go to bed. So save 10 minutes and read with mom or dad or grandma right before you go to bed. That would be awesome. Okay. For writing, I just had this idea that you could write about your favorite game and tell why it's your favorite. And I would love to read anything that you guys write. You can send to me in the mail or you can send on Dojo. And speaking of mail, I have some mail to send you this week. I'm very excited for you to get something fun in your mailbox. In science, I said find 5 rocks and compare them by size, shape, and color. I'm going to make a YouTube video where I do this. So that would be cool for you. If you can do it at home with me, that would be awesome. And then the last one is in math. We are still practicing those number bonds, working on those hard, and I will have some more videos up. I have a new home studio for me to make my videos in so that I can be a cool YouTuber. So I will hopefully be back with more things on YouTube this week also. Okay, my friends, that is it for today. I hope you have an excellent, excellent Tuesday. And know that I miss you. Miss Tinny misses you. We love you guys so much. And we hope that we'll get to see you again real soon. See you later, alligators.